3/4 of leadership is about who you are, not what you do. That who, and it's not that what doesn't matter. I want to be really careful about this. It's that who really has an enormous impact on what. It makes what more or less effective. And so that basic idea came from data that we were not even looking for, but jumped out at us. And that's where we got to that 3/4 statement.
So this is like really fascinating. It's something, even as you say, I just know that this is true from all the leaders that I've ever worked with. You know, they might have, you know, exactly the same CVs. They might have exactly the same career path, but one you choose to follow. Yes. And the other one, you can't stand them. You just want to get out of the room. And so it makes sense
really
to
well
me.
Stated. Yes, yeah. Very well stated.
But how do people become leaders then? How on earth do people learn to be better human beings, I guess?
I mean, well, honestly, the first step is it starts with being willing. And, you know, in many ways, this work, whether you're talking about the work that our organization does or just people working on leadership development in general, is it takes a certain measure of, am I willing to look in the mirror and also be willing to see something that might not be that pretty? And look, we're all part of the human race. Dig deep enough in any one of us, and you're going to find some things that aren't particularly attractive. And part of me wants to say it's okay to not be okay. We all have things to work on. And I think we need to be careful also that we don't minimize what those things are. I think we're all capable of kind of taking, well, my thing's not that bad, but your thing's pretty bad. I mean, your thing has a big impact. My thing, you know, we'll probably all survive. So we have to be willing to look in the mirror honestly. And then there are things that we can do in order to grow and develop even later on in life. Some people suppose that that's not possible. Research says something very different. Research even says that you have to have a certain level of experience to become the most well-developed version of who you are. So that's we can get into all the details of that if you want to. But it starts with being willing. It starts with being open. It starts with saying, hey, you know what, I'll say it in a silly way. Perhaps I'm not perfect, just perhaps. And if who I am is responsible for 3/4 of leadership, then I would be crazy not to work on who I am if I'm a leader.
I love that. And you know, when I talk to my clients, I say, do you know what? I've only encountered one person in my whole experience who is perfect. And I said, that's Mary Poppins.
Oh, that's great. My daughter would be so happy to hear that answer. She's so happy. That's great.